My name is Arthur Darvill. I play Rip Hunter in Legends of Tomorrow, which is still a cool sentence for me to say.
I think Rip Hunter's a really kind of interesting character to have on the show because he's not the most familiar character. I mean, he's barely had his own comic. He's very, very underused, but he is the guy, the time traveler in the DC universe.
Absolutely.
And can you talk about when they approached you about this? Like, how do they pitch him to you and what he does and who he is?
I read for it, so I got like this secret script sent to me. This guy called The Traveller. I was like, alright. And it's just read so well. Like, it's quite a big move for me to come over and do a show over here. I got my life back in England. And the script, the way they've written this character is so good and so different to anything I've done before, character-wise, that I just jumped at the chance to do it. And they told me a bit about the history of the character. They sent me a ton of comics that it's a nightmare that I had to read. Just stay at home just reading comics in my pants and call it work. I think he's a fascinating character. What's nice is that he hasn't had too many storylines, so I don't feel like there's such a pressure to pay homage to everything that he's done. But what you see of him is that his job is to keep time regular. And that responsibility is quite a big one for him. He has that kind of swashbuckling, action-adventure-y, Indiana Jones style kind of type of personality. He's there to get the job done. He doesn't really mind if he annoys people along the way. And I think it's a great thing to be able to play with. Like, he's got these people together and hasn't quite thought through the fact that they won't all like each other or be able to work well together. It's like, you've got a job to do. You have to do it. It's a really interesting dynamic with that.
You just mentioned how he's like a swashbuckling adventure type, but you have a team of ass kickers. Are you going to get in on the action yourself in fights?
Yeah. The reason I've lost my voice is because I can't say who I was fighting, but I had a whole day of stunts on, what day is it today? Sunday? On Friday. And I was fighting all day and screaming my guts out like an idiot because I'm so, like, all the fighting stuff I've had to do before has either been like sword fighting on stage or kind of fighting where I'm not meant to be very good at it. Which in real life I'm really not. But I've started training for this when I got the job back in April. So I've been learning how to look like I can fight. And I did my first proper day fighting the other day, and I felt like a kid. At Christmas, when I went to see Temple of Doom at the cinema, they tried to escort me out of the movie theatre. I was like, I think it was a bit content because I was at the front just punching along to every move. And that's kind of how I felt at work the other day.
With Rip being from the future, how much can he actually help the team without messing up timelines or like?
It's a big, problem for him. And he's got people who necessarily don't do what they're told to do and don't quite see the responsibility of not changing the timeline. So it becomes very complicated very quickly. And I love that about any time travel is explored. The fact you can change something in the past and go to the future and see how it's affecting it. It's a very delicate, very delicate thing. And he's trying to achieve a specific thing. He's trying to destroy Savage for one reason or another. But a lot of other things get brought into the mix very quickly with their actions. So, it's not just Savage that they're battling, it's kind of time itself.
What can you say about the dynamic of Rip and the rest of the team? It seems like obviously first, even in a team of pretty much strangers, he's the outsider, he's got to bring them together, he's the guy from the future, but how does he kind of integrate himself, I guess, more with the rest of the crew, or does he not?
Well, he needs them all to join him to achieve a certain goal. He doesn't really expect to get on with them or like them. I think he has respect for them. because he's put them all for a reason, and he knows what they're all capable of. I think he'd like to keep it quite formal as a relationship. Yeah. I don't think he likes it when people's lives come into the mix. He's not really interested. But undoubtedly that has to come into it because they've chosen to go with it. It's an interesting.
So Brandon obviously has been in this universe already. What was it like working with somebody like that who already has that kind of thing coming in?
It's such a big thing coming into a show like this. For research, watched all of Arrow and all of Flash. And I think it's such a great universe that they've created. It's great having people like Brandon who know how it works. And I think his tone is so perfect for it as well. He really gets that balance between the serious stuff and the lighter stuff. Yeah, he's been a really good friend.
Can you tease what areas you guys explore through time travel?
No.
Keeps telling us about this.
What was Phil saying?
Sorry. Just about this spaceship that you guys.
Yeah, as Phil said about the spaceship.
He's just said it's a spaceship. It's not a phone box, though.
Technically, it's not a phone box. It's like I got to phone my parents and go, "Oh hey, yeah, I got to see my spaceship today." Like that's a cool moment. It's amazing. It's like the best set I've ever been in. It's got all of these different rooms, and it's huge. It's a huge. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously going to draw comparisons with all the kind of, I hope anyway, with all the great spaceships of sci-fi. The Enterprise and the Millennium Falcon. It's got that kind of epic scale, which is so exciting to be part of. We get to ride around. I've got a really cool chair in it.
It seems to be very different from Arrow and Flash. It seems like it's a completely different show.
It's a completely different show, but what's nice is it's expanding the world, and you can go to the history of that world as well, which is quite fascinating. And there's a lot of crossover. Which is, I don't know how they keep it all in their heads and how they keep it all making sense, but they've done it, and it's brilliant.
So what's your favorite part about your character?
I like how frustrating he gets. He's a kind of, he's not there to make any friends. You know what I mean? I've played a lot of nice people. He's not that nice. He's good. I think he's got good morals. And he can be quite aggressive at times. I'm kind of enjoying that and how his frustrations come out. It's a great challenge. And the fact he can travel through time and kick out.
Is there any sort of surprise relationship that he starts to actually become friends with any of the team, or does he just stay distant?
He does become friends with them. I think it changes throughout the season. We're only on episode 3 filming, so I'm fascinated to see how that changes. I'm not quite sure. But there are a few people who he feels closer to. A few people he'd rather not spend time with.
You made a Star Trek reference earlier. I mean, you could consider your character to be kind of the Captain Kirk or Picard of the bunch.
He's definitely the captain.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's, or at least sets himself up as that. You know, he has that status himself. Which is great. I love it. I get to walk around and boss people around.
Any chance of a crossover musical episode? Since so many of you, so many of you have incredible voices and play instruments, and some of you are from Broadway and all this stuff. And you and Carlos.
I know. Maybe we're just going to start a Vancouver supergroup.
Please do.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
you.